Imagine a scenario where a whole new dimension opens up right inside your house. So, my friends, let me take you on a journey to this extraordinary dimension where you'll witness the epic battle between Strokes and Megatropics. At the beginning of our story, we meet Chloe, a young girl who finds herself moving to yet another new house with her mother. Unfortunately, this constant moving has made it difficult for Chloe to make lasting friendships. Just when she starts to connect with someone, they uproot and move again, leaving her feeling lonely and disheartened. This time, as Chloe and her mother arrive at their new home, they notice something peculiar. The house appears old and different from the others in the neighborhood. It's clear that nobody has lived there for quite some time. As Chloe steps inside, she can't help but notice the presence of numerous tiny gnome statues scattered throughout the house. Being a typical modern-day teenager, Chloe relies heavily on her phone and the internet. However, to her dismay, the internet connection seems to be non-existent in this mysterious house. She assumes it's just a glitch and sets out to explore, determined to find a way to connect. While searching for a Wi-Fi signal, Chloe stumbles upon a room where faint signals of nearby networks can be detected. Frustrated by her failed attempts to connect, she kicks the wall in annoyance. To her surprise, this act of frustration reveals a hidden secret door. Curiosity takes over, and Chloe can't resist the urge to investigate further. As she enters the secret room, a bright light catches her attention, a stone emitting a vibrant green glow. Without thinking twice, Chloe grabs hold of the stone and steps back into the main part of the house. To her astonishment, Chloe finds herself surrounded by a multitude of gnomes. Bewildered and slightly frightened, she wonders why these small statues are scattered throughout the house. Overwhelmed by the situation, Chloe decides to get rid of them by offering them for free the next day. Placing a notice on each gnome that reads, "Free of charge," she leaves them outside the house. Liam, Chloe's neighbor from next door, shows up. He tries to befriend Chloe, but she remains uninterested. Chloe goes inside her house, thinking that it is now free from gnomes. However, something catches her attention while she is sitting on the kitchen counter in the middle of the night. She senses movement coming from the trash can. Curious, Chloe decides to investigate and see if there is anything there. Afterwards, she goes to sleep. She has turned the keystone into a necklace, which she wears everywhere. In the morning, Chloe's mom goes to work and Chloe heads off to school. The house becomes empty, and suddenly, a portal appears in the middle of it. A strange purple ball emerges from the portal. On the other hand, Chloe encounters Liam at school. He is still interested in becoming friends with Chloe. During their lunch break, 3 popular and modern-looking girls enter the cafe. Liam informs Chloe that these girls are the most famous ones in school. He explains that whoever becomes friends with them will find it easier to make new friends. Chloe is determined to make friends with them at any cost. When the group approaches Chloe, she tries to communicate with them. However, they don't even notice her presence, except for the leader of the group who notices Chloe's keystone necklace. The leader tells Chloe that if she wants to befriend her, she must give her the necklace. Chloe willingly gives away the necklace since she wasn't attached to it. Later, the girl invites Chloe to her party, which makes Chloe happy because it's an opportunity for her to make friends. When Chloe returns home, she realizes that it is already nighttime. Feeling hungry, she heads towards the kitchen and hears an unusual noise. As Chloe turns her gaze, she sees the same purple ball. It turns out to be a monster named Trog. Chloe is terrified upon seeing it, and Trog starts chasing her. After a while, Trog starts saying food, food, and Chloe realizes that it is hungry. She begins feeding Trog and ends up feeding it all the meals in the house. Eventually, Trog feels satisfied and falls asleep for a while. Chloe steps out of the kitchen and is confronted by another Trog. The Trog chases her around the house, but Chloe has nothing to defend herself with. Suddenly, a gnome appears and shoots the Trog, causing it to disappear. Chloe is surprised to see multiple gnomes entering the house. She feels confused as she watches them walk around. The next day, Chloe wakes up in her bed and her mother tells her that she needs to find work elsewhere. Her mother won't be home all day, so Chloe must take care of herself. Chloe thinks that the events of the previous night were just a dream. However, when she enters her room, she finds a group of gnomes waiting for her. They tie her up to a chair, and one of the gnomes sternly tells her that she has taken their keystone. They demand its return, warning that many trogs will invade the world if it is not restored. Chloe manages to free herself from the chair when a trog arrives. Many gnomes gather, hoping to defeat the trog. The doorbell rings and Liam arrives to meet her, bringing happiness to Chloe. She tells him the whole story, including the presence of the trog and the gnomes. At first, Liam thinks Chloe is crazy, but when he sees the gnomes for himself, he realizes that she is telling the truth. Liam instructs Chloe to go back to school and retrieve the keystone, while he stays with the gnomes to fight the trogs. The gnomes give him a special gun to use against the trogs. Chloe rushes to school immediately. She tells the popular girl that she needs the necklace back. The girl explains that she doesn't bring it to school. Afterward, Chloe instructs her to bring the necklace to the party and says, "I'll take it from there." When Chloe arrives home, she is shocked to find the house in a terrible state and a horde of trogs chasing after them. Although the trogs outnumber them, they manage to hide in that secret room. In the secret room, Gnome reveals the whole story to Chloe and Liam. Many years ago, a trog opened a portal because of a stone, which led to a large number of trogs entering their world. However, the gnomes were able to control the portals using the stone, preventing many trogs from entering the planet. Additionally, there was a planet called the Ooze Planet, from which a liquid emerged that the gnomes used in their guns. This liquid sent the trogs back to their dimension. The gnomes also had a leader who would travel to the trogs' dimension to stop them, but unfortunately, he hasn't returned yet. If the gnomes don't stop them, the trogs will come through the portal and eventually devour the entire Earth. They eventually leave the secret room and launch an attack on the trogs according to their strategy. As a result, night falls and it's time for the party. Chloe attends the party to retrieve the keystone, with Liam following her. When Chloe asks the popular girl to return her keystone, she refuses, claiming it doesn't match her outfit. Liam also faces teasing from the popular girls at the party, but Chloe remains silent. Witnessing this, Liam becomes upset and leaves the party. Chloe realizes that Liam is a true friend and decides to confront the three girls before leaving the party herself. Meanwhile, Liam returns to Chloe's house and suddenly a portal appears beneath him, causing him to enter it. When Chloe tries to enter the house, she repeatedly knocks but receives no response. She then sits outside, feeling sad. Afterward, a gnome opens the door and pulls Chloe into the house. All the gnomes inform Chloe that Liam has entered a portal. Later, Chloe expresses her sadness by saying, "I'll go into that dimension and bring Liam back." Chloe then prepares herself and enters the dimension by opening a portal. She notices a large group of sleeping trogs there. She also finds Liam and the leader of the gnomes, who had come to stop them a long time ago. According to the gnome leader, there is a gigantic trog in the sky. It's called a megatrog, and if they go there, it will cause a lot of chaos. They also spot a crystal from a far distance. Later, the gnome leader mentions that even a small amount of it will be beneficial because it is connected to the keystone. The three of them approach the stone to take a small piece of it. While climbing on the stone, Chloe's phone falls and emits a strange glow. When Liam notices this, he realizes that the phone's battery is connected to something. "We can create a big explosion here if we conduct an experiment." Later, and a portal opens in the distance, through which a large number of trogs escape. Chloe, the gnome, and Liam are all thrown off balance due to the portal's motion. As they get closer to the portal, Chloe throws her phone into the crystal.
Instantly, à massive explosion occure.
They all return home, thinking that all the trogs are dead. Suddenly, the doorbell rings, and it's the three famous girls who have arrived at Chloe's home to fight against them. However, another problem arises. The megatrog has also emerged from the portal. It attacks the girls, and they start hiding from it. They manage to reach the top floor of the house, but the megatrog follows them and starts roaring. Then Chloe comes up with a brilliant plan. She takes the keystone from one of the girls' necks and removes the necklace. She combines the two items and places them in the megatrog's mouth. As a result, a massive blast occurs and the megatrog is destroyed. After Chloe wakes up the following day, she is convinced that she has witnessed everything in her dream. In order to confirm this, she decides to venture into the secret room later on to verify her experience. Surprisingly, she discovers other gnomes present, which reassures her that it was not just a dream, but a genuine reality. Later, she meets up with Liam at school, and their bond has grown into a strong friendship. The film concludes on this joyful note. Thank you for watching.